I'm Sharon Betters, and this is Aging with Grace, Ask an Older Woman. And in this series, we are asking women who are at least 70 years of age or older questions about what it looks like to flourish in this anti-aging culture in that season of life. And today's guest is Pam Benton. Pam shares more of her story in Chapter 3 of the book, Aging with Grace, Flourishing in an Anti-Aging Culture. And I am so glad today to have Pam with us. And our question for you, Pam, is what two disciplines were in your life as a young woman and growing up that helped equip you for the season where you are now, which holds some pretty big challenges?
You know, it can be said of me, like Timothy, that from a child, I have known the Holy Scriptures because of the teaching of my church and my mother. And I've been very aware that that was a gift and that to whom much is given, much shall be required. But God has dealt with me all my life through His Word, as He said He would, and correcting us and convicting us and guiding us and then bringing hope through very, very dark times. And we dealt with a major flood in our new home after we retired. 8 years ago, my husband was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. One of the hardest things that I have faced, and God brought us through that, was opening our hands and giving over the ministries that we have loved our whole lives to the younger generation to encourage them. So with all my heart, I believe that knowing God's Word, learning God's Word, and soaking in God's Word is the very, very best way to prepare for whatever comes in the next season of our life. And His Word truly is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path, even in the golden years. The other thing is really not a discipline, it's more of a lifestyle. But I was blessed from a tiny, tiny little girl living in a large community of people of every age in the world. My grandparents lived next door. I had many, many aunts and uncles who were old enough to be my grandparents. And I watched all of these people and older friends in the church all those years. And I saw them live out for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer. And I saw them love each other through all of those things. And I have found that their lives have equipped me and challenged me and taught me things that I would never have learned if I had not watched them and lived so closely in community. And it's made me want to leave that kind of legacy for my children and my grandchildren. I want truly that as they watch my love be so impacted by this disease, that I will be able to say, may all who come behind us find us faithful. May the fire of our devotion light their way. May the footsteps that we leave lead them to believe, and the lives we live inspire them to obey. And that is my prayer. Stay in contact with those folks.
Pam, thank you so much. I know this is just the tip of the iceberg of what we could learn from you, younger and older women. And if you'd like to hear more about Pam's story, go to agingwithgrace.online, and there will be a link there to an interview that I have done with Pam where we talk about some of these things, as well as some of the challenges that she has faced and is facing with her beloved Wilson. It's a story that you don't want to miss. You want to hear it. Again, my name is Sharon Betters, and this is Aging with Grace, Ask an Older Woman. So grateful that you stopped by, and I hope that if you want to see more of these wonderful women, go to agingwithgrace.online, where you're going to find lots more of older women answering questions about what it means to age with grace.